I'm going through some tuning. I'm getting closer to making this tune for the GT3. This is the 2018 GT3. Currently, I'm at 40 preload, 2 clutches, power ramp 40, coast ramp 20. It's not completely there yet. But one thing I do notice is that when I go into turning off, like when I go to options, okay, and I turn off the traction control to off and low, that impacts the coast ramp. You see, when I run on low traction control, that coast ramp is a little bit more forgiving. But when I turn it off from low to off, and I decel while I'm turning, that car really gets wild, and the rear end hangs out way too much. So what I'm trying to do now is I want to tune it where I have traction control off, because when I leave it on low, that might help with the coasting and controlling the back. For some reason, it does that. It won't let me, power oversteer all the way through, and I want to do that, so I gotta turn off traction control completely. So now I'm retuning it with traction control off, and so that's why I've turned the power coast down low to about 30, because I want it to be more stable when I hit the brakes and lock up. If it runs as an open diff, it's going to rotate too much. And initially, like I said, I was tuning this with traction control at low, and I could run higher numbers on the coast ramp, only because for some reason the game gives it a little bit of more grip when you're running that traction control. So now with this setup, you see, I'll show you how it drives. See that little lift off, car rotates some, and I can throttle steer all the way through. To me, this feels better. I gotta still work on it though, because there's some parts of the course where when I get to it, I'll tell you. When I get to that over the crest in the chicane section, if I try to do a linking drift by braking and braking, it can get loose sometimes. And I'm not sure what yet to mess with. I played around with changing the clutch. Sorry, I'm in the 5th gear. I've changed the clutch, and I've also changed the preload. Right now, this setting, let's see. I guess you just watch how I drive, and you can see if it looks right. Yeah, I can toss it like that. Same here too. And that feels instinctive, and I'm catching that. Oh, sorry, I got my left rear tire off on the grass there. I'm going to turn this down a little bit, because I remember last video, you could barely hear me. So I'm going to turn that down. Okay, now speak up a little bit more. So when I get to the top of this hill, I'm racing on Virginia International Raceway. I've tried linking this where I, go in sideways to the right and turn back to the left. See if I can do it. Like that, and it doesn't feel right yet, so I think I'm still going to mess with the tune a little bit. It's more focused on the diff. So much of the car's control is just built into the diff. That was bad. Okay, let me get back into my rhythm. I think I'll do one lap where I don't try to oversteer every corner and just see how the car drives that way. I think, when you set up a car, it should be capable of handling both driving styles. low speed corner. Felt pretty good there, linking it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so this next lap, I'm going to try to not give too much sliding and oversteer. I want to work on driving more, I'd call it textbook. Give it too much power, it steps out. See, so one way I can set it up where it's a lot of fun, but if I were running into a race, I'm not going to always want to oversteer every corner. I'm doing this right now just to make sure that the car is capable of it, make sure that the diff is set up correctly. But in a race, I got to keep up with the pack, so I'm not going to do that the whole time. I want to make sure that it can still operate like this. So I think I might have to fix it a little bit because it still came out on me. It looks good and it's fun to drive that way, but not when you're racing. I want to be able to get my foot down on the gas harder. So there's some work to do. However, the more I play with it, I just find out what this car is capable of. As far as like the game engine, you can just make the car handle the way you want it to drive. And for me, I'm trying to make it handle as if I'm driving my real life cars. Like I have my Lexus ISF, and it's paddle shifted. Oh shit. Okay. So. Still experimenting. I'm not saying that this setup is final, but this setup lets the car be a little bit more agile, and I just need to fix it so that I can drive more like if I'm on a track in a racing scenario where I don't want to oversteer every time. The good thing is, like, when it does oversteer on this setup, I can catch it. So let's just try this real quick. We're gonna go to edit setup, advance. So I was feeling that when I was turning in, it kept wanting to break the rear end loose. So I need the back to lock up quicker. And I wonder, is that what the preload's gonna do? Is it gonna make it lock quicker? I don't know, but here's how I experiment. I'll just double it. Let's go to 80. So we went from 40 to 80 and see how this drives. 40 to 80 on the preload, left everything else the same. Come on. Tires are towed to begin with. Let's see. In this case, when I lift off, I don't want the rear end to come out too much. I want to be able to drive normally. Stepping out a lot. I mean, I work with it. I like it. I mean, I can give it gas and keep that rear sliding, like a 4-wheel drift. But I think we should be able to operate it where it doesn't step out every time. Kind of like this. Okay, feeling okay. Can't say for sure if the preload's doing all this, or I'm just adapting to the car. The other thing I gotta mess with is the clutch and see what that does. Okay, first lap, tires were kind of cold. They're now turning from blue to green, so this is lap 2. Stepped out on me a little bit there. I'm going to flat out and getting the car to rotate. Yeah, I'm not sure I like this one yet. Return to pit, edit setup, advanced setup. So the question is, let's go back, bring it back to where it was, 40. So let me experiment by changing the clutch, see what that does now. Let's just jump it all the way to the extreme. Went all the way up to 10 now. Drive. I'm looking for a specific feel that when I turn into the corner, the car may want to step a little bit, but then it holds itself. It doesn't shake, and so I can keep that steering angle smooth. So I want to be able to go smoothly. Get the tires warmed up. Yeah, steps out a lot. I think I have to mess with the coast ramp to fix this. So I think I gotta play with the coast ramp. Return to pit, edit setup, advanced setup. So I need to bring it down. 20 is the lowest I can take it. So, oh no. I wonder if I do more preload. I did that last time, I did 80. So what if I go lower? Let's go 20. Let's go 20. We cut it in half, see what happens. Again, I kind of get the gist of how those stuff works, but it's different for each car. You don't just get one number and all the cars are the same, as I've discovered. There's no magic formula that makes every car handle the same. Just have to do some trial and error. So now we're down to 20 in the preload. See what this does. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Feels pretty good for being agile. Remember, I want to tune it so that it turns in nicely. Okay, feels good there. This one feels pretty good. See if I can send it here with a little drip. Yep, that felt good. I'll do it again. I like this one. far as being agile and nimble, I like that part. On the next lap here, the tires can get warmer, then I'll try to drive more grip style. Yes, yes. Yes. Gonna hold that throttle and the car keeps pivoting. Same here, just kind of rocking back and forth. This feels good. Oh wait, a little understeer, too much, a little understeer. Onto the grass. Okay, now the tires are warm up. Let's change the driving style. I'll do more of a grip style. Yeah, this feels better. So I think preload did it. Turn the preload down so that the rear doesn't step out too hard. Because I kind of maxed out the LSD on the coast ramp. I couldn't go down any lower. And since I couldn't go down any lower, I had to find something else I could tune, which seems like preload is going to do it. I gotta start driving more consistent here. Yeah, it does feel good right there, just turning in. And if I wanted to step out, I just give it a little bit more gas than it does. Okay, getting closer to it. Try to grip this corner here. Okay, this one. Yeah, look at that. Full turn in. Just for a little correction on the exit. Try to grip this one. Yeah, a little correction. This is bad driving. Before the video gets too long, I'm going to maybe do one more lap. And then I'll stop it there. Up the hill, brake, turn, hold. Kind of understeering coming out of there. Wonder if I can fix it by changing the power ramp. Go with it. Push it all the way through. Okay, so as you saw, I'm still tweaking it, but every change getting the car closer to the way I want it, which lets it be a little bit agile too. But at the same time, maybe I can drive like textbook like this too. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna stop there before the video gets long. Thanks for watching.